Welcome to Saptarishis Astrology channel, and we are again with Shri Raghavendra Kulkarni ji. And today we are discussing a very important topic. This is important because many people are facing this problem, as well as nowadays astrologer talk about this particular dosha, which I am going to talk on this in this video. So they refer to this specific dosha every time whenever they see the horoscope. Like many a times, maybe this yoga is not in their horoscope, but still people say they like this particular dosha is exists in your chart. Okay. So this dosha is known as Pitru dosha. Okay, very popular one. And many people have many different opinions and views about this Pitru dosha. So today we will ask Sri Raghavendra ji, like what is his opinion and as per Jyotish Shastra, how to see this Pitru dosha in our horoscope and all these things we will discuss one by one. So Raghavendra ji, namaste. Once again, welcome to our channel. And like today's topic is on the Pitru dosha. Okay, so first I would like to ask like what exactly this Pitru dosha is. Is it really connected to our subject Jyotish? Or this is something else like normal karmas and all, and this is the subject which is relevant in the Jyotish. So I would like to ask this question first. We'll start with this one, and I will ask you rest of other questions. Yeah.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Apadamoli Priyantam Gurunama Kritim Smaret Tena Vignav Pranashyanti Siddhanti Japanurata Durvadi Dhvantarvaye Vishtavindi Varindave Shri Raghavendra Gurave Namo Tintadayalave Namostu Tattvika Deva Vishnu Bhakti Parayana Dharmamargi Prirayantu Bhavanta Sarvayevahi Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Namaste to all viewers of Saptarishis Astrological Magazines YouTube channel. As Vinayak sir narrated the discussion topic of today's discussion topic, Pitru Dosha. Pitru Dosha is treated as one of the most important doshas which can hurt the person for more than 70 years. Because if a child is born on the day and the horoscope is prepared on that day, and after preparing horoscope, when we come with the Navamsha Kundali and also the Lagna Kundali, if we find the chart affected by Pitru Dosha means all of a sudden we can't give any solution for those type of horoscopes, because Pitru Dosha is a thing which comes as an genealogical problem. It is not a self-earned problem. It comes in three ways. One from our genealogy, another one from our past birth, and another one is from Shapa of our ancestors. Pitru Dosha means if anyone in the family, any elder in the family, or any past person of a family, it might be in the genealogy of our fathers or forefathers or anybody like that. As our Dharma Shastra gives a lot of respect and attention towards this death ceremonies, if they are not performed accurately, then such unsatisfied spirits may cause Pitru Dosha. And another thing is, there is no such thing that if only the past person, if he is presently in the Pretavastha or in the form of spirit, in only those cases this Pitru Dosha can be detected. But also if they are not at all in the avastha of preta, or they are not likely to be as a spirit now, but if they are unsatisfied at that time, course of time also, we can treat it as Pitru Dosha.
Okay.
And this Pitru Dosha, it is an common aspect in the Vedic life, in the astrological studies, and also in the Parihara part also. Because we can get the examples of this Pitru Dosha from Krita Yuga also.
Yes.
The best example for this Pitru Dosha is Mother Ganga. The Deva Ganga was brought to earth by Bhagiratha in order to give moksha for his forefathers.
Yeah.
Because due to the shap of Kapila Maharishi, all the sons of Sagara Maharaja were burnt in the Patala Loka, and they didn't get any ceremony rituals in order to perform at that time. In order to make them towards the Almighty or to give them moksha, Bhagiratha did tapasya and he made Deva Ganga to come in the form of Ganga river, and we all are taking the holy bath in that place. And secondly, in the same genealogy, when it comes to the time of Sri Rama, we can see in the Ramayana that even Sri Rama performed his father's Uttara Kriya while he was to go for Vanavasa for 14 years. At that time, Dasharatha left his life. He was totally confused by the decision of Rama and the order or the boon taken by Kaikeya. By this grief, he lost his life. And Prabhu Sri Rama did all the Uttara Kriyas of Dasharatha. And we can see the part there where while performing the Shraddha or the Pitrukarya of Dasharatha, while doing Pinda Pradhana, the hand of Dasharatha came before Lord Sri Rama, and Sri Rama did Pinda Pradhana in the hands of Dasharatha. We can see this in Treta Yuga also. And coming to the Dwapara Yuga part, we can see a lot of examples that the first and foremost Uttara Kriya part was with of Pandu. Pandu was affected by a disease. He lost his life in a very small age. And at the time of Uttara Kriya, a discussion went on between Madri, the wives of Pandava, Madri and Kunti. And Kunti was very much eager to go as Sati to offer herself in that fire pit. But Madri advised her, as I'm totally weak in knowledge and all, and you are strong enough to maintain our children's, it's better you stay here and follow all the rituals of widow, Vidhava Dharma, and I will go in the Sahagamana. And in the same way, she went with Pandu Raja's body.
Okay.
And going back to Dasharatha at the Treta Yuga, we can, as I had narrated this story in the previous videos also, as Janaka Maharaja, when Shatananda Rishi came to Janaka Maharaja's Asthana and he narrated the story of Venkatachala Mahatmya of in the Bhavishottara Purana, there in Venkatachala Mahatmya also, we can see that the Madhava Brahmana performed the Pitru Karya to all his forefathers in the Kapila Tirtha, which is now presently we can see that Kapila Tirtha in the Tirupati, where we start the yatra for Tirumala. We can see the Kapila Tirtha there.
Okay.
And Madhava Brahmana performed the Pitrukarya in the Kapila Tirtha, and he went and took darshan of Lord Venkateshwara in the Tirumalas. And the same Madhava Brahmana became the Akasha Raja in the 28th Kali Yuga, who became the father-in-law of Lord Venkateshwara by being the father of Padmavati Devi.
Okay, interesting.
And
I would like to add here one more point, like you were talking about Treta Yoga. So the Treta Yoga in which Ram has taken the incarnation. Okay. So the story of Dashratha, okay, like you said, Ram has done the Pitru Karya for the Dashratha. So in Karnataka, near Koppal district, there is a village. The name of village is Bhairavpura. Okay, Bhairavpura. People call it Bhairapura, like this. Okay. So in olden days, there was a Rishi, Bhairava Rishi. It is mentioned in the Ramayana also. So while Ram and Lakshmana was traveling in the forest for the searching of Sita, at that time when they reached to Bhairava Rishi ashram, okay, that was the same time in which Rama need to perform the Shraddha Karma for Dashratha. So he asked Bhairav Rishi, like, we want to do Shraddha Karma, so we need some place to do it. So Bhairav Rishi gave him place for the Shraddha Karma and all. So that place is still there.
Oh.
But the problem with that place is at that time also there was no water.
Okay.
Yeah. So water is a necessary part for the Shraddha.
For Shraddha, yes. Yeah.
So without water we can't do that.
We can do.
So in order to take the water, what Lord Rama had done is, Lord Rama by his Dhanushpan, bow and arrow, he shooted that arrow on the ground.
Yeah.
So from the ground, water emerged, and that water is from Tungabhadra river.
Okay.
And Tungabhadra is very far from that place.
Yeah.
Tungabhadra river flows very far from the Bhairav Rishi ashram. So at that time, he, by that arrow, water emerges from the ground, and that water is still exists in that temple.
Okay.
So that Indian government is not maintaining that whole place. So we have adopted that place, and we have renovated the whole place, and we have constructed the big temple there.
Okay.
So every year on the Ramanavami, there's a big festival and that, and still we are doing our family programs and all these things in that place only.
Yeah,
that is a birthplace of my mother.
Okay.
So that place still exists.
Oh.
Okay, so everybody should visit that place. That is a Treta Yuga Kala temple. Still exists.
It comes near where in Koppal?
Near Koppal, there is a village, Alvandi.
Alvandi, yes.
Yes, in Alvandi.
I think it's between Gadag and Koppal.
Yes, in between. It's Alvandi, a small village. A nearby small village, there is another village, Bhairavapura. So there, this Bhairav Rishi ashram still exists. Okay, so there you can see the small pond. That small pond is the same pond in which that water emerges. And still there Ram Paduka is there. So we have a Ram Paduka, and we have a lot of evidences of evidences of Rama's knees. So while shooting the arrow, he need to bow down. So while he bowed down on the ground, so there we can see the footprints of knees and all these things. Those prints are still there. So everyone should visit that place, and if anybody wants to do Shraddha Karma and all these things, so I think that place is very important, because Rama himself done all these activities in that place. So whoever is nearby that place, they can visit
that. Yeah.
Yes.
Again, they can perform this Shraddha Karma there.
Correct, correct.
Yeah, it is very auspicious thing. We didn't know about this.
Yeah,
As I
because
stay in Karnataka, I was not having knowledge about this.
no,
Let
I
me try
used
it
to
once.
I used to go there every year because that is
Okay,
the birthplace of my mother. So
uh,
so I have also a small house there nearby that temple.
okay.
We are still visiting that place. Very beautiful place, very calm and good. And in Karnataka, there are a lot of other places which shows the evidences of Ramayana Kala.
Yeah, it was very nice to know that we do have the evidences of Sri Rama that performed Shraddha of his father. That too in Karnataka, it is a very good thing to learn. If it is treated in our Vedic life that if we should not skip any of this type of Pitru Karyas, and that must be performed on date. On date means on the very specified tithi on which day the person has passed away. And we do have an significance in the astrology also. We should calculate the birthday according to nakshatras and death ceremonies according to tithis. Because the nakshatra comes for once in 27 days. And the tithi comes once in 30 days. This is a little bit scrambled calculation suggested by our ancestors while calculating birthday and death day. Death day should be celebrated. Birthday should be celebrated by the calculation of nakshatras. And the performance of death ceremony must be calculated by the calculation of tithis. And coming to this Shraddha part, we can see many people nowadays, they don't have even time to perform the Shraddha Karya of their ancestors. They are so much busy. But in past years, due to economic scarcity or any lack of facilities, as we came to know that even Rama faced that he was not having water in that Rishi's ashrama to perform Shraddha, and he made goddess Tungabhadra to come there by his bow and arrow. In the same way, if our ancestors leave the Pitru Karya of their forefathers, that also results in the part of Pitru Dosha in the horoscopes.